Hey, welcome everybody. It's Timmy. If you're joining me on the replay, welcome. It's great to have you here. Let's move this out of the way here for just a sec so you can see what's happening. If you're just coming in, it's great to have you here. Let's see, which one is on? Not that one. I have so many things going on here. All right, so if you are joining me for the first time, welcome. It's great to have you here. I'm Timmy. I am a Chalk Couture independent designer, which is a really fancy way of saying I get to craft and have fun using some awesome products, and create some great projects for all kinds of beautiful DIY home decor. And I get to teach you all how awesome and easy it is to use. So, super excited to be with you tonight. I am just going to take a minute here and just make sure that everything is working as expected. I'm just going to make sure I am indeed going live. I think I saw a little note that was going on, but let's just double check. In the meantime, I am going to get my screen here set up so that we can make sure that you can see our project. If you're just coming in, please feel free to say hi. I always love to know when you're joining me. So say hi if you're here. And I would really love it if you would like and subscribe to my page so that you know when I'm going live. And if you would be so kind to share this video, I would totally appreciate it. By you sharing this live, it gets out to other people who might be interested in learning a little bit about Chalk Couture and how they can create some great home decor products. So as I said, today we're working on an inspirational Easter design, and we're going to be using a couple of different transfers, which I'm excited to share with you. Before we dive in though, I'm going to just take a minute here and share this video over to my VIP group. If you're wondering what a VIP group is and whether or not you want to be a part, I would absolutely say you want to be a part. I hope that you want to be a part. I'd love to have you. My VIP group is really a special group that I put together just for my insiders. Hey, Mary, I see you're watching. Welcome. And it's where you can learn all things chalk. So if you're interested in getting some updates about new products that are coming out, or you want to get some other project ideas, then joining my VIP group is definitely something I'd love to have you do. If you're interested, just go ahead and type VIP in the comment section, and I will be sure to reach out to you and make sure that you have the link. I also now have just posted in the comments the link to my Chalk Couture website. So all these great products that we're going to use today are, sorry, my friend Mary here, she calls me Timster, as you see. We are getting ready, we are planning this fabulous trip for 4 couples for Italy in the fall, and Mary's been doing lots of research. She tells me she just got back from Rome, so she must have been watching Rick Stevens and getting some great ideas for our trip, which I'm super excited about. So I put my Chalk Couture site in there for you. So if there are products that you see and that you would love to grab, that's where you can do it. All of the products that, or most of the products that I'm showing to you are available currently on my website. If they're not, I will let you know. But you can go ahead and order any of these fun things and play around with these great products right at home. If you're loving what you're seeing and you think, hey, I really want to have some project kits put together for me, we can definitely do that. We have some great chalk box kits already made up. There's 4 of them in this season's catalog that are really awesome projects. So we put everything together for you. So everything you need to create the project that's in the kit is there. The other option is that we have a monthly subscription program called Club Couture, which I'd love to have you join. Just for $19.99 a month, you get a free transfer, not a free transfer, of course. For the $19.99 a month, you get a transfer of the month that is exclusive to our Club Couture members, and 3 Chalkpaste singles in different colors that are going to coordinate with that month's design. $19.99 is inclusive of shipping, so it goes right out to you. And you, at the first of the month, 5th of the month, we send them all out, so you get to play with the fun project that month. So if you're interested, you can check that out too. It is on my website. So as I said, let's talk about the project we're going to do today. So let me just scoots over here and give you a little different view. So you'll see that what we have is our 9x12 Aiden chalkboard, and this is one of my favorite chalkboards that we offer. It actually comes in 3 different sizes. This is the smallest, the 9x12, and it's the 9x12 surface is actually the chalkboard surface with the frame. Obviously, it makes it a little bit larger. This is a high quality frame. It's nicely distressed looking. This chalkboard surface itself is magnetic, so when you are chalking on it, not only can you chalk on it, but you can also add magnets to kind of help add some pizzazz, so that's kind of fun. And as I said, this comes in a couple different sizes, but this is, as I said, one of my most favorite chalkboard surfaces we have, and what's really awesome is it actually comes in our designer kit. So if you're ever interested in learning about becoming a Chalk Couture designer and what that's all about, and kind of curious about what gets in that kit, we actually just released a brand new one today with some great transfers that are coming out for the rest of the world in the middle of the month, but new designers signing up today will actually get their hands on them before us. This is in that kit, so this is totally one of my favorites. I know, Mary, isn't it awesome? I do. This is one of my favorites. Every month I do chalk club classes at my house, and this is the surface that we use. So the first class you come to, you get this chalkboard and the transfer of the month that we're using in the chalk club, and then any month that you want to come back, if you bring your cleaned off chalkboard, I'll give you a brand new surface. So brand new transfer that goes along with it. So super cool surface, and I think you'll really like it. So this is called our Aiden surface. We also have some wood frame chalkboard surfaces called our Graysons. They're fun as well. They're a little less expensive, but also quite nice. But as I said, this one's kind of my favorite. So as I said, we're going to be working on an Easter inspirational design. And I said I was going to take a minute here and share this to my VIP group, and I got all carried away. So let me just take a minute and make sure that I share this to my peeps there, because they're going to be looking for my live, because I just published that I was going there. So if you're interested, like I said, in joining that VIP group, just go ahead and type VIP in the comment section, and that's where I will be able to connect with you and give you some great tips on how to use our products. Hey Rita, great to have you here. Thanks so much. Boy, I hope you had a great day. I know it's Monday and it's April Fool's, but and it was sunny, a little cold here, but it was Monday, and sometimes Monday can be a drag, but you know what? I am just so happy to be with you here tonight and to chalk with you. So I'm so glad that you joined me. Thanks for being here. All right, so the transfer that we're going to be using today is this He is Risen, a nice verse from Matthew 28:6. And we are also going to be using our oval wreath transfer. So I'm going to actually put the oval wreath down first. And as you can see, I'm prepping my oval wreath here by putting it on my fuzzing cloth so I can put it down on my surface and it won't stick. We're going to also use this wooden cross. This wooden cross was actually part of a retired set that I had. Unfortunately, this is no longer available. It was in our last chance section on my website, but it is now gone. They were a great collection of crosses, and this was one of them that was on there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the oval wreath down first. I'm going to put the cross in the middle, and then I'm going to put the He is Risen over layer on the top. So we got a few things going on today. with these. I'm going to put these aside because we're not quite ready for them yet. We want to start with this oval wreath. Now, all of our transfers, for those of you that are joining me and know, if you're watching for the first time, you may not know, this is a adhesive back transfer. So it's a silk screen transfer that can be used over and over again and can be applied to tons of different surfaces. Today we're just using it on one of our awesome chalkboard surfaces, but it's cool to know that you can pretty much add these transfers to just about any surface that you'd like. So whether it's painted furniture or walls or even fabric or wood, you can use it pretty much anywhere you'd like. Now, one of the great things about them being adhesive is that when you place it down on your surface, it's not going to move around on you, so it's going to give us a nice, clean design. And you're going to see just how darn simple it is to work with this transfer. So notice that as I'm placing it down, I want to make sure that it's centered and it's where I want it. I am not super particular. I tend to kind of place it down and let it be. But if you get a little concerned that it's not quite where you want it, you can easily pull it back up, smooth it back down, and get it to exactly where you'd like it. Now, I think this wreath is going to be really pretty in this garden herb. So this is one of the Chalkpaste colors that we're going to use today. We're also going to use our Shimmer Gold for the cross, which I think will be really pretty. And then this cherry blossom, just a little hint of pink, I think, is what we're going to use for our He is Risen section. So let's begin. What do you say? So first thing we want to do is I'm going to open up our Chalkpaste container. And when you first open your Chalkpaste container, you may need to give it a little stir. Now this is a 3-ounce container. And it lasts for quite some time. One of the tips I just heard today that I'm really curious about and I'm dying to try is one of our designers had put a post about how she uses a rubber band over her Chalkpaste container. And you're probably wondering, well, why am I doing that? Because when we use our Chalkpaste, we often won't need all of what we use and we can put the excess back in the jar. But when we put the excess back in the jar, we're usually putting it on the side of the jar and then it's kind of getting clumpy. And this is going to prevent that clumpiness. So we'll see if it works. I haven't tried it yet, but I am going to give it a whirl. So my stirrer stick had some Chalkpaste on it, so no sense wasting it. I'm just going to go ahead and dot it in some areas along my screen. And I'm going to take my squeegee here and just make sure that the entire surface of the screen is covered with the Chalkpaste. So the green areas aren't areas that are going to hold any of the chalk. It's really just the adhesive. So the only areas I need to be concerned about are the screen areas, these areas that are kind of looking like a cutout surface. Not quite a cutout because it's not a stencil, it is a screen and it's made out of fabric. But as you can see, we don't need a whole lot, and as a matter of fact, we're going to squeegee off most of the excess. So you can see I have some right here back in my squeegee, and I'm just going to put it into the container. I think I made a mess. I'm not sure I'm loving this whole thing, but the idea is interesting. So I'm going to go with it here for a second and see if I can make it work in the other colors. We'll see. Now this is where the magic comes. Watch how cool this is. When we lift up our transfer, we want to do it carefully so that we're not stretching our transfer. So give it a good hold and then just gently peel back and reveal the design. This is pretty sticky here. Maybe a little more fuzzing would have been helpful, but it's all right. I didn't stretch my transfer and I pulled it right up. Now we've got that beautiful green wreath right here. I have a little water bath next to me, so if you're wondering where I've gone off camera here, it's just to actually put my screen in the water bath so that I can wash it all up Hey Dawn, welcome. Nice to have you here today as well. All right, so we've got our first piece of the design down. Again, this is our oval wreath, and it's so pretty, and I love how this green pops on the surface of this Aiden chalkboard. Now, the other thing I'm going to do here is reach underneath my desk where I've got my heat tool. Sorry, it's all twisted under my desk here. And I'm just going to use it quick here to blast this to dry it quick. Now it's going to dry pretty fast. But if you want to hurry it along, you definitely can use your heat tool to do that. And since I don't want you to have to wait and watch this dry, I just gonna get a little splash. I know that was a technical word, wasn't it? Splash. All right, so I am just testing it here just to see if indeed it is dry. And it feels pretty good. Just gently, because I don't want to scrape it off by accident if it's still wet. But it seems pretty dry. So I want to show you that when I'm rubbing my hand across it, I am not getting any chalk on my hand. This is not the kind of chalk that we used in school when we were young and we'd rub up against it and it would all come off on our hands or our clothes. In this case, it's chalk paste that goes on wet and it dries super hard. Now it is water soluble though, so if you want to erase this and add a new design for the next holiday or season, you absolutely can. It's one of the things I love most about our products is that they are so economical. So not only can we reuse our transfers, but we can also reuse our surfaces. Just wash it up and reuse it. So this I think is ready now for our next layer. And as I said, we're going to actually put our cross here in the middle. And then we're going to use the heat is risen right on top. So I'm going to get my fuzzing cloth back over here again because I want to fuzz the back of this transfer. I've never used this one before. So I just want to make sure that it's going to pull up off of that surface. Nice, 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 nice. So I'm just going to put it up on the terry cloth side here once or twice just to kind of get it to be a little less sticky. It'll allow me to pull up this a lot easier. So we're going to go ahead and put that where we want it. And again, I am not particularly anal about placement. If you are, tape might be your friend. Like I said, don't worry too much about that, but that is certainly an option. All right. And here is our awesome new glitter paste. Now what's great about this is that the glitter is built into the paste, so you don't have to add glitter to give it a little sparkle. And I just thought this was going to be a nice color for the cross. So I'm just going to grab it. I got a lot on this, and I didn't use the whole trick there that I just told you about. I'm not sure I'm buying the whole trick thing. So I'm going to put that aside. I won't probably need much more. Actually, you know what? I won't quite put it away yet because I think we're going to have lots on here that we can put back in the jar. Now, the one thing I did notice about our glitter paste, and it is chalk paste, like I said, with the glitter built in, is that it does definitely get into the screen. So you want to make sure you clean your screen really well after you've used the glitter paste. And we don't need very much. That's it. Throw my little squeegee in the water and then find a corner and voila, pull up the design. Now notice that it is looking like wood, and that's exactly what this screen looks like. So you can see it's made to look like that kind of a rusticy wood look. So it looks exactly like it's supposed to. I didn't miss any spots. That's just how it comes. So that's it. I know, Dawn, it's so pretty, isn't it? Now it comes, that shimmer comes in gold, copper, as well as silver. So already just watching how it looks on the camera, I'm loving how it looks. I hope you like it as well. So let me see here. I'm going to grab my heat tool one more time, and we'll give this a little blast. I have to say, I almost love it just like this. The temptation sometimes is to add a whole lot more when really the simple will do. Mary, they don't make glitter inks at this point. I wonder if they will come out sometime in the future, but so far the only glitter shimmers. Oh, no, let me take that back. Of course we do. Oh my goodness. I think I need to have like a brain transplant here. Yes, we have gold, silver, and copper shimmer inks as well. We've always had those in the inks. The pastes are brand new. So I don't think I have them handy with me here. But yeah, absolutely. And you probably remember those, Mary, because I think we used them way back when we made some shirts together. But yes, silver, gold, and copper. So great question. And see, like, I'm like, no, ding dong. Okay, so the one thing I did notice when I used the glitter paste before is that it takes a little bit longer to dry. So I want to make sure it's thoroughly dry. There's Zoe. Everybody say hi to Zoe. She's barking at us. Beep, 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 beep. We'll close the door on her. Guaranteed she'll be back in and want to be barking at the door here in a minute. Real life here, folks. I'm sure you all have these craziness going on in your house, too. If it's not the kids, it's the dogs. Yes, you're right. You do have the silver and gold. Right. No, yeah, they're pretty much the same as the paste, the same kind of silver, the same kind of shimmer. Oh, yep. See, here she is. Say hi to Zoe. She's going to come back in. Come on. Because she can't be too far away from Mama. You can't see her, but she's here, and her bed is in the corner. Hey, I know, Zoemeister. I know, that is totally, she's such a nutburger. She looks really pretty now, though. I should probably show you. I should take my camera down so you can see. She got a haircut. She looks so much better because she was like a big, fat, fluffy mess. People would come to the house and they'd say, what kind of dog is that? And I'd say, it's a Cocker Spaniel. And they'd say, really? She looks so fluffy. And yes, so that was why. It's because she just hadn't had a haircut in a while. All right. And now that this one is dry, we are ready for the last piece, which is this He Is Risen transfer. And when you first get transfers from us, you'll see that they come in these nice little cellophane wrappers. And they're a great way to store your transfers once you're done with them, once you've cleaned them up. So keep it and make sure you open it up so that you can reseal it again when you're done. And again, we want to pull our fuzzing cloth out. And by the way, this has got a terry cloth surface on one side, and then it's actually got a microfiber cloth on the other. So the microfiber is really great for cleaning off any dust or residue off your boards, and the terry cloth side is perfect for fuzzing. Now, every transfer that you get sent to you also comes on this white backer sheet, and that's what you can place the transfer back onto when you've cleaned it. So it's always good to keep those, and it never hurts to write on the back of the transfer sheet what it is. That way, when you go to put the transfer sheet back on, you'll know this is the back because you wrote on it, and this is the front where you can put your transfer back on. And the transfer goes on the glossy side. The other side is a paper side, so you want it to actually go on the glossy side. So I'm going to put that off to the side. I'm going to grab my transfer and my fuzzing cloth. And again, just give it a good fuzzing. So just pull it up gently so you don't stretch it, because this is fabric. Remember, this is fabric. The better you treat it, the more use you will get out of it. So if you want to keep using it over and over, that's the key. All right, so I gotta say, I gotta stand here for just a sec, because now I'm serious about where this is gonna go, and I want to make sure it is centered. All right, and so I'm just placing the transfer over that layer, and I'm not pressing down quite as hard. And the reason for that is that I want to be able to pull this up, and I don't want to pull any of the chalk paste that I already put on this board. So I'm just making sure that I don't have any air bubbles, kind of rubbing my finger over the transfer, making sure that it's got a nice adherence. I keep using that word. I don't even think it's a word. And then I'm just going to open up my chalk paste, give it a quick stir. Love these little stir sticks, makes life so easy. And then it's also a great way for me to dab a little extra on. And that's probably all I'm going to need. None of these take a whole lot of paste, as you can see. And the thinner you can spread the chalk paste, the less likely you are of having the bottom layers of your chalk paste, the green or the cross that we did in the gold, get re-wetted. My words today are really great, aren't they? So once you spread it thin, don't play around with it too much. Sometimes the temptation is to kind of dilly-dally. Don't dilly-dally. Just finish and then slowly but firmly pull it up. And there it is, all done. Lovely. And again, I'm just going to put this right here in the water bath. If you've got a water bath next to you, I have a little Pyrex dish here that I'm using as my water bath, nothing fancy. Just put it in the water bath, sticky side down. You can wash your squeegees, you can wash your little stir sticks. These all can be reused. Just seal up your chalk paste and you're done with your project. That's it. That's how fast it took. Maryisms, I know. We got Timster, we got Zoe Meister. We got a lot of Maryisms going on, don't we? So I'm like, I really love this. I think it's simple, it's inspirational, and it's wonderful for this time of year. A good reminder that he has sacrificed for us. So Penny, hey, great to have you here. Thanks so much for watching. I love that you're all here and you're chatting with me today. So I am super happy to have spent this last 30 minutes or so chatting with you and giving you some ideas about how you can use some of our beautiful transfers. I hope you had fun and have enjoyed watching. Again, I would so love it if you're watching this on replay that you say hi and leave a comment. I always love to hear where you're listening in from. And be sure to say hi the next time and subscribe and like my page so that you can be notified when I go live again. My goal is to try to go live pretty regularly here over the next few weeks leading up to Easter. So I hope you join me. And if you have any questions whatsoever, or you're looking to be able to grab some of these beautiful transfers, feel free to check out my website, chalkcouture.com/Timmy, and have a great day. Enjoy, and don't, what do I want to say? Don't be hard on yourself. Have a wonderful day. Know that you are awesome. I believe you're awesome, and have fun. And know that you can do something just as beautiful as this, because it's so simple. Take care, everybody. Bye.